In today's video, I will be sharing how to layer your retinol or retinoid serum without irritating your skin. Because whenever we think of using retinol, we often hear things like, people complain that retinol dried out their skin, it dehydrated their skin, it damaged their skin, it caused a lot of redness, peeling, irritation, like literally all sort of side effects. But the routine that I will be sharing, it will prevent all these unnecessary things and you will be able to get all the benefit out of retinol. So as I talk through this video, I will share all the products that I am using at the moment for my retinol routine, and also I will give you some alternatives so that just in case if you are unable to get these products, you will have some other good options with you. And also the routine that I will be sharing today is something that I follow in the night time. I do not use retinol or retinoid in the daytime, and also you shouldn't be doing that, because if you use your retinol or retinoid serum in the daytime, you might end up with a lot of redness, irritation and all the possible side effects. So please avoid that. And secondly, and the second thing I want you to note is this routine is something that I follow only 2-3 times in a week. I don't follow this routine on a daily basis because retinols and retinoid are not to be used on a daily basis. Like even if you feel that your skin has developed a lot of resistance towards the retinol, you have been using retinol from a really long time, I would still suggest that you use your retinol on alternative days. And if you are a beginner, start with maybe 1 or 2 times, and in general 2 to 3 times per week frequency is the safest one. You will never ever have any kind of irritation or redness on your skin, because I have seen some stories and some experiences of the experienced user on Instagram. Many people do share their experience, so some of them have complained that even though their skin has a lot of resistance to the retinol, when they were using their retinol serums or moisturizer on a daily basis, they did develop a lot of redness and some peeling and some bad skin barrier issue. So whenever I do my nighttime skincare routine, I always start with the double cleansing routine, and I have already done that in my bathroom and I'm not gonna repeat it here. So let's straight away start with the application part. So first let me remove my specs. Oh my god, I have done this many times. I have applied my products on my specs. I have done all the things. So whenever you are using retinol in your skincare routine, don't straight away jump to the retinol application. You first need to prepare your skin, protect your skin, use product which are like calming, hydrating and skin barrier friendly. Like literally you want to buffer your retinol so that the retinol doesn't cause dryness, irritation or redness on your skin. So this is exactly what I'm going to do today with my routine. And to start off, I'm gonna apply this Iron from Rice toner. Like you don't have to do this with your every other toner. This Iron from Rice toner is a bi-phased solution, so you need to mix well before using this product. Now this is my go-to toner for retinol routine. I love this toner because not only it is hydrating, brightening, but also it has like skin barrier protection property. In case like if you want to check out other option, you can also use the Innisfree Bijasika Skin. That toner has really good skin calming property. And the other good product is going to be the Rovectin Skin Activating Lotion. I basically call it as hyaluronic acid toner. And if you are like on budget, you can also go for the L'Oreal hyaluronic acid serum. Like that does act like your really good hydrating toner. Like if you are on budget, that's another good option. So next I move on to the serum step, and here I'm using the Iron from Rice serum. And this serum, exactly like the toner, has skin brightening and skin barrier protection property, and I just love combining this Iron from Rice toner and the serum with my retinol products. There are so many products that really go well with the retinol. Like you can use your Cosrx Advanced Nail 96 Mucin Power Essence. You can also use any niacinamide serum. You can also layer the peptide serum. You can also go for the propolis based serum. Like you can literally safely layer anything that has skin hydrating, skin calming, skin moisturizing, skin nourishing property. Like you can layer any product out there that has all these kind of property. but at the same time you want to avoid serums or products that contain AHA, BHA, pure vitamin C, and just to be on safer side, also avoid vitamin C derivative. Like, you want to avoid literally any product that has skin exfoliating and skin brightening property. So if you don't want to go into the complication, this is the general thumb rule. And before you apply your retinol product, make sure that you do apply the eye cream. Don't use your eye cream after your retinol product, because accidentally you might end up applying some residue, like the retinol residue from your fingers around your eyes, and next day then you might wonder like why my eye area is feeling so dry and irritated. So I will be first applying my eye product, and lately I have been using this Klairs Fundamental Nourishing Eye Butter. So now we have come to the part of the video where I'm gonna apply retinol on my face. We made it, people, we have made it to this part of the video. So there are 3 ways of using the retinol product. The first one is that is you can mix your retinol product with your moisturizer in 1:1 ratio, that is in equal quantity. This is the safest way of application for the people who are like beginners or who have sensitive or dry skin. So if you fall into any of these categories, follow this first method of application and you will never ever have any problem. And the second way is like you can first apply your moisturizer all over face, and then at the last step of your routine you can take some retinol on your hand and put it all over face. Just avoid your eye area. And the third way of using is first apply your retinol product all over face, just like your serums, and then move on to a moisturizer. Like, this third way of application is more suitable to the people who don't have sensitive skin, people who are like used to the retinol product, only they can use this third way of application. So for the moisturizer especially, I would recommend go for the moisturizer that contains ceramide, moisturizers that are skin barrier friendly. So the moisturizer which I have been using lately, especially for my retinol routine, it is the Formula RX Barrier Relief Lightweight Moisturizer. Now, unlike many other skin barrier cream, this moisturizer is comparatively very lightweight. It has that gel cream kind of consistency, yet it works perfectly like your barrier moisturizer. It has really good ingredient list, like it contains all the 3 types of ceramide. It also contains fatty acid, cholesterol, and if you have seen my video on skin barrier, there I mentioned that the perfect skin barrier moisturizer is something that includes ceramides, fatty acid and cholesterol. That moisturizer is the best one, and this has all 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take first this moisturizer on my hand, and to this I will be diluting my retinol. And the retinol which I am using is the Drunk Elephant Retinol Cream. This is like one of my favorite products. Like, I do have other retinol which I am waiting to try out, and I have used the Minimalist Retinol. I find it okay. For the beginner's purpose, I prefer the Inkey-List Retinol. It is much better. And over the time, I will be testing out more retinol products. But yes, let's not rush through the thing. I'm already testing out so many new products, so I like to take my time with the product. So anyway, so after I have mixed this retinol, I'm gonna apply it on my face. Like I'm telling you, this way of application is the safest for dry sensitive skin. You will never experience that stinging sensation. And before this Formula RX Barrier Relief Cream, I was using this Bioderma Ato Intensive Balm. This is also a good product, but for this monsoon time, this hot humid summertime, I was finding it little too much for my skin, so I shifted to this Formula RX one. And in case like if you are using this intensive Auto Balm from Bioderma, this is also good enough. You don't have to like hurry up and switching up your product. Literally use any moisturizer that is like skin barrier friendly. That's the key idea over here. And if you are someone who is on budget, like you are on very tight budget, or you are always in hurry, you don't have the time to apply too many products, you find layering products very complicated and time consuming, then what you can do is, like, after you have cleansed your face, use any hydrating product. Like you can go for the Innisfree Bijasika Skin. That's a really good toner. It's slightly hydrating and most importantly very calming in nature. Or you can also opt for the L'Oreal Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I love that product. It's a really good product. You can use it as your hydrating toner as well. And after that, what you can do is you can apply a layer of this Formula RX barrier cream, and then again mix your retinol and this barrier cream together and then apply on your face. So this should like ensure that your skin doesn't get irritated or dried out from retinol application. Finally, I want to say this, in the morning, make sure you do wear a sunscreen. Like, don't use retinol in the daytime, but even if you are not wearing retinol in the daytime, it is equally important that you wear sunscreen in the daytime, even if you stay indoor, because retinol is a really good ingredient. Retinol products are amazing. They help in brightening your skin, they reduce fine line, they firm your skin, they control breakout and everything. But at the same time, like, you know, you need to take care of certain things to get most out of it and not to experience all the side effects. And the sunscreen that I have been loving lately so much, like, it's the best sunscreen out there, and it is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel with SPF 50+, PA4+. And also this sunscreen has passed the SPF rating test. In the SPF rating test, it got the SPF of somewhere around, I think, 52 or 53, something around that. So yeah, it's a good sunscreen. And the other Korean sunscreen, which is like quite affordable and also has passed the SPF rating test, it is the Cosrx Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. That's also a good product. So that's all for today's video, and if you liked it and you found it useful, definitely give this video a big thumbs up, because it gives some sort of boost to my channel. It helps in growing my YouTube channel. So yes, if you like the content, definitely give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on my latest upload. And with this said, I will see you in my next video. Bye.